Hey everyone, Pesmore here and welcome to Detective Bass in Fish Out of Water. A luxurious cruise ship sails the big blue ocean. Okay, you guys are fast readers, right? Because I'm not. Yeah. It's me. Oh, detective! The horror! Have you heard the news already? I have heard a thing or two, but I don't need the whole story. The curse of death has beset me old ship. What do you mean, Captain? A murder! There's been a murder on my ship. Tell me everything. Oh, detective, it wasn't a corpse. It was a fillet! Oh, fish. Oh, what do you mean? The witness said there was a gourmet fish meal on the floor. That's definitely something to look into. The victim was turned into a delicious meal, apparently. How do you know it's delicious? Have you actually tried tasting it? You should tell me everything about a potential suspect. Probably human or a shark. But who could have the culinary skills to pull off something like this? I should head to the restroom to investigate the dish. Oh wait, wrong one. It was Mrs. Puff. Oh wait, my bad. Miss Pufferfish. Who's she? She's a posh old lady. She said she'd be in the bedroom in case you needed her. Thanks. Is there anything I need to know about her? She's nice enough. But you better keep your distance when she's angry. Duly noted. It seems like it's a good idea to talk to Miss Pufferfish sooner than later. After checking through my log of all the passengers, the only one missing is Solomon Chinook. Did you know anything about him that I might need to know? He's an important businessman, also a good person. I'm afraid I can't tell you anything else, really. Thank you, Captain. May I take a look at that log of yours? Of course. It only displays basic information and has pictures of every passenger. Actually, you should take it, matey. I was thinking the same thing. It could definitely be useful. You grab the log, take the pictures, and fashion them into your detective journal. You're very crafty for a detective. Solomon was a really fine man. You should ask around. About what everyone thought of him, I mean. That's a good idea. I should ask people about Solomon. Thanks, Captain. Will do. Thank you, Captain. I think I have everything I need. I'll be back if I have more questions. Go right ahead, matey. And please, do solve this case. The passengers are getting restless. I'm on it. Wait, matey, before you go. What is it, Captain? Remember, you can always come to me if you feel stuck. I may not be the smartest, but I'm a good listener. You can bounce off ideas off me and tell me how your progress is going. That's a great idea, Captain. Thanks for your offer. It'd be a good idea to also check your notes constantly. That I know. I read a lot of stuff down. Because it's easy to forget some things when there's so much going on. Well, thanks, Captain. See you around. Okay. I can interact with other guests by pressing E when I'm close to them. Okay. Notebook, top left. Basically, journal. Okay. Question, guess specific things. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's one of these games. Where do I go? Is there a map? Please tell me there's a map. Oh no. Okay. Found you. Good evening, madame. Are you Mrs. Pufferfish? Miss Pufferfish. Indeed I am. And you are? My name is Detective Bass. Ah, should have guessed by the passe coat and tacky magnifying glass. Pleased to meet you. Captain Blob said you came to him with news about a fillet in the restroom? Ah, yes. I was going to the restroom to relieve myself when I stumbled upon a grilled salmon fillet dish. How heinous! It was seasoned to perfection and set upon a magnificent pile of rice. Do you know who the victim might have been? Are you accusing me of something? Typical of you little bitches. Blame it all on us poor wealthy folk. I mean, I would. I'm not accusing you of anything yet, Miss Pufferfish. I just wanted to know if you had seen a salmon on this ship. Well, yes. Solomon Chinook. A lovely gentleman who helped me with my luggage. He must have been the victim. Such horror! Okay, is that all? Okay. Hello, Chef. My name is Detective Bass. I don't care. Moving on. Awfully suspicious how the victim was cooked into a delicious dish, with you being the only chef on board. Dumb theory. A dumb game theory. Thanks for watching. Do you have this dish? No, I don't have it. Chef Grease rolls his eyes. Okay, leave my kitchen. You bozo? Haha, the one and only. Is there anything you know that might help me find the murderer? Sorry, Bozo can't help detective at that. Bozo's been here, in the ballroom all day, clowning around. Oh well, thanks anyway. He looks kind of mad, you can tell. Can I ask you a couple of questions? I don't know. Can you? Can I ask you to go yourself? Bozo's a clownfish. I could tell. Then why ask? I was hoping you'd say something suspicious. Bozo isn't suspicious. Bozo's a clownfish. Bozo's here to entertain passengers. Do the passengers like you? Bozo hopes so. Bozo tries his best. Tell me a joke. Why are fish so easy to weigh? Because they have their own scales. That joke makes me want to descale you, but at the same time, I did not think of that. Yikes. Okay, I won't repeat it. Bye, bozo. Heh. See you around. Hello, madame. Oh, detective, how disastrous! What? How can I miss my wonderful Solomon? It looks like she knew Solomon pretty well. I should ask her about him. Can I ask you questions of Can I ask you a couple of questions, Fortunilla? Of course, Detective. What can you do? I model for a makeup company called Fish Scales. Find the right tone for your glittery scales. I see. Thanks a lot. Well, I've never been on a cruise before, so I can't be too insightful. I was sent on this cruise as part of a marketing campaign. You know, heighten the brand's recognition by being here and using their products. I never knew I'd come to this ship to fall in love. And then be heartbroken like this. I see, Orchinella. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, don't need to go there. Just need to... Oh! Hello? Hello there, General Kenobi. You seem quite nervous. Are you worried you'll get caught? Or that you'll be next? Who? Me? I'm not nervous. It's just that if I stop moving, I'll die. That is oddly biologically correct. Sounds like superstition. Shut the hell up, bitch. You can breathe what you will. Besides, it's doing wonders for my leg muscles. I want to know where to go. Why is there a pool underwater? Yeah, there's a pool. You know what? I don't need to ask those kinds of questions. I don't need to ask those kinds of questions. You must be Detective. Indeed, my name's Bass. Detective Bass. Nice to meet you, Monsieur. Did I say that right? Did you happen to know? Did you happen to know the victim? Solomon? None. I mean, I've seen him around, but we never really talked with each other. I've seen him talk with John Shark, though. Do you think it's suspicious he's been hiding in the pool room all day? Don't worry, I'll interview everyone on this ship. Get on with it, then. Actually, I'd like to ask you some questions. Haha, nice joke, Monsieur. What do you mean? I'm the Great Dolphina. You don't know who I am? Sorry, I don't. How dare you? I'm the Great Dolphina. Famous singer, actress, author. I'm a star, you cretin. Sorry, I'm not familiar with your work. I don't engage much with pop culture. I mostly just stay home and read crime novels. And play crime games. I mean, like Ace Attorney. And, you know, if you do, I know another, game like it that's indie that not many people know about. Get out of my sight! Hello, General. I'm a sergeant! Sergeant War! What? Apologies, Sergeant. Not a problem. I'm off duty. In fact, you shouldn't even be calling me Sergeant. So, can I call you War? No, actually, call me Sergeant. I miss my men already. Why are you here then? They sent me here on this cruise as a reward for all my acts of bravery during service. I would have preferred a promotion, but everything in due time. I see. I hope you get promoted soon. Thanks, lad. What do you want to know about? What did you do in the army? Oh, you know, the usual. Kill people. I led thousands of troops to victory. And heaven, I assume? I brilliantly countered my enemies' moves. I conquered land for the glory of ocean seas. Thinking about it brings a tear to my eye. The sergeant is looking off in the distance, yearning. You feel kind of bad interrupting his daydreaming. Sergeant? Sorry, lost in thought. Anything else you want to know? To be completely honest, lad, I'm not a man of great luxuries. I'd rather be down there in the marina trenches with my fellow fish. Living in peace is so boring now. Oh, Senator Armstrong would like you. Like what? Video games, yeah! What's a video game? I don't know. Why would you recommend something you don't know? You dumbass bass, come on. Why bring it up then? I don't know. Are you okay? Probably not. Oh, found the toilet. What have I stumbled upon? This could very well be the murder weapon. Yep. Not only is it a frying pan, and not only is it a drying pan, but now it's a dyeing pan. Taking a closer look, looks like a frying pan and it still has some hints of spices on it. Smells like vinegar. Frying pan added to inventory. Okay, need to ask around about this. Probably be smart to figure out who had access to spices and vinegar. I can ask guests about objects too. Okay. This salmon fillet has been grilled and seasoned to perfection. The rice has been delicately cooked, so tender, no mushiness at all. The salad's perfectly crafted by someone who knows their way around the kitchen. This really is the work of an abominable monster. Okay. There's a map! I didn't know there was a map! Oh my god, there's a map! Oh, I actually still don't know what's what. Horrible way to go. How you could find the murderer as soon as possible. If I were you, I'd start with Monsieur Shark. He's probably at the pool right now. Do you have any evidence that might link him to the murder? None, monsieur. But who else here could have done it? That's what I'm here to find out. Okay. Oh yeah, I noticed her. She seems like a nice young lady. Although she could drop the accent. Get back here! Get back here! And that chef, he would be good enough for battlefield rations. And that's taking into account that sometimes all we'd eat was dirt. On-season dirt at that. Did he really eat dirt in the army? Only the most dire of circumstances. But I prefer even that to this drivel that chef makes. I see, Sergeant. I'll be on the lookout for some dirt. I should confront Chef Grease with this information. Yeah, this guy. I've definitely seen him. I've seen him around. Definitely ex-military. You have to ask someone else. Cruel. Just cruel. She's in the room next door. I think I could hear her crying. I wouldn't want to cross paths with him. That chef makes such terrible food. Makes me furious. What do you think is his problem? Hell if I know. I know nothing about cooking. Is that so? I make more than enough money to have some personal chefs. Okay. No, it's not. I have no idea who Solomon is. Oh, that's Solomon. Solomon Chinook. I already missed that little chump. What can you tell me about him? Well, he always could have learned more about business from me. How so? He was always too concerned about being fair and playing nice. Great stuff without the fish. Nothing in business. Don't you care about being fair? Detective, life isn't fair. Why should I be? Fair point. Were you even unfair to Solomon? Who knows? It all depends on perspective, no? There's definitely more to dig in here. It was good. Good? Yeah. Do you have anything to add to that? No. Well, we used to be business partners. Used to? Yeah. We parted ways after some disagreements. What disagreements? Who can remember? It was a long time ago. We started as co-founders of Ocean Tech. We parted ways not too long after. Maybe 10 years ago? What happened to Ocean Tech? As I said, I don't remember. Knowing Solomon may be a moral conundrum of some sort. He wanted to play nice. And I wanted to win. Probably. Well, yeah. We crossed some words here and there. Do you know why he was here? No, maybe on vacation. Must have been something he told you. Nothing to note. He's reserved. Too reserved. I might be able to get more information out of someone who's more fond of Solomon. Yeah, I wonder who. Oh, Solomon was such a darling. Handsome, charming, successful. And he knew how to treat a lady. Were you close to Solomon? Not really. We had just met while boarding the cruise. But then we became infatuated and spent every night waking moment together. It must have been really difficult to hear the news. My condolences. Thank you, dear. I'll be okay. If you could be so kind, I'd like to ask you some questions. Being close to Solomon. There's probably something Orchinella knows that might be useful. Need to be careful with my words. Well, he shared his dreams with me. How he wanted to end world hunger. How he wanted to solve war. How he wanted to start a family and be the father he never had. Ooh. That's lovely, Miss Orchinella. However, I need more relevant information to the case. At the very least, this paints a picture of the victim, does it not, detective? Let's see. Should I hurt her feelings? Or should I not hurt her feelings? Okay, yeah. Oh, detective, what wonderful words. It's clear that you're romantic too. Okay. Oh, detective, if only you could see what's inside my heart. And see what amazing, wonderful things he made me see. Is little cod down there, I'm assuming? His little fish stick? Was that it? Okay. The underwater meadows where the breezes of our laughter gently caressed the kelp. The unstoppable currents which pushed us to the arms of each other. The bottomless trenches where we'd explore the depths of our love. I know it. Okay, fine. I'll say this. This is being a bit too cruel, even for me. Detective, the horror of missing my chance at true love. Worry not, Orchinella, for Solomon is looking on from fish heaven, and he wouldn't want you to miss out on love anyway. Detective, I feel it in my heart. You're right. I need to know, so that I may lay his soul to rest by solving this mystery. Oh, detective, you mustn't have lingered on the question. Yes, he did mention the motive of his stay on this cruise. What is it, Orchinella? He was here to sign a deal with the sale of one of his companies. Did you know to whom he might be selling it to? I was so lost in his eyes I didn't catch the name. Ah, here's a lead. Not to find out about the contract. Looks like something my servants would use to prepare my meal. I'm afraid I can't help you. Okay. That chef, if you could even call him that. Not only is he incredibly rude and off-putting, he can't cook to save his life. It's appalling that a cruise could even consider hiring the likes of him. All he knows is greasy, disgusting food that reeks of flies. Okay. Ah, found you. I'm back with the dish. You showed the chef the succulently cooked salmon fillet. He rolls his eyes unimpressed. Definitely the work of a bad chef. Not enough cooking oil. There's not any flies in it. Whoever did that isn't even near my level. Ask around. You'll see everyone thinks my cooking's the best. Seems like I need a way. I'll need to find a way to prove that he's talking shit. I've been working on his cruise for a couple of years now. He was reserved about hiring me at first, but once he got a taste of my finest flying pie, he enlisted me immediately. Sure he did. I'm here to cook, not to chat with nosy fishies. Awfully cold, chef. Thanks. Solomon seems to enjoy Bozo's act. It's a shame Solomon won't be able to enjoy Bozo's act anymore. Spiky Lady seems really sad. She tries to ignore Bozo as much as possible. Mean old lady yelled at Bozo. Why? Juggling act. Bozo bonked old lady on the head. Intentionally? Bozo clownfish. Bozo says silly clownfish. Oh, right. Scary Shark, stay away from Bozo. Oh. Bozo thinks Scary Shark is scared of clownfish. Are you sure? He doesn't seem to be afraid of much. Clownfish are scary to some fish. And Scary Shark avoids Bozo at all costs. Maybe because you're annoying. Also, I didn't notice that there's a statement you could say, which I'm going to present to him right now. So, not everyone appreciates good food. Okay, it seems like I need more fish to agree with the cook being bad. So there are 2 people on the ship that have no taste. What of it? Okay, I need to ask more people about that. Okay. Bunch of insolent blubber mouths, the lot of you. Yeah, I need more. Get back here! The cook? Yeah, the cook. That smelly cook. Yes, the smelly cook. The smelly greasy cook? Yes, the Smash player cook. The smelly greasy slimy cook? Yes, the Smash player cook who watches too much anime. Shut up and focus! The food is so bad. That only flies came up to eat it. Well, most of his food is made of flies, apparently. Okay. Oh my, the chef in this cruise is beyond terrible. Why do you think he's terrible? You should always know who you're cooking for. You might be the best dung pie, but it's worth nothing if you're not cooking for dung beetles. This cruise should have hired a real chef. Actually, a good point. Of course. What do you expect from moi? Okay. Real tragedy what happened to him. Must be as old as this ship. Hello, Mr. Shark. Hey. Did you happen to know anything about Solomon signing a business contract? Well, I assume he's done that a fair deal, being a business fish and all. I mean, about him coming to the cruise ship to sign a contract. Nah, I don't know anything about that. I feel like there's something fishy going on here. I get it. Haha, very get it. You know, very get it. Very nice, very nice. 10 out of 10, good joke. She's the one who found the body. I'd be careful around her. Her late husband had died, supposedly of a heart attack. But I've heard a rumor she might have poisoned him. Oh, that disgusting toad. What do you think about his cooking? What's there to say? It's shit! I would give for some algae or plankton. Never had those before. You're missing out, detective. I would love to eat some with Solomon. Orchinella looks off in the distance longingly. I should confirm. Yep, he's in for a wake-up call. Oh, I didn't ask. You don't look like a fish folk. Obviously, I'm an amphibian. Bitch. What's an amphibian? You wouldn't get it. That's rude. So what of it? Of making fly pie. Don't think I had any. Well, whatever they say, honey wasn't made for that donkey's mouth. Who says that? And what's a donkey? Just leave me alone. Would you know anything about frying pans? I know it's not mine. How so? Look at my frying pans! They're all stained and greasy. That's what gives my food its signature flavor. How off-putting. I see. Do you have any idea who might be its owner? Nah, I keep to myself here in the kitchen. I would still like to ask you a couple of questions. There should be some in the utility closet supposedly. However, they've been missing for a long time. I don't use them anyway. They mess up my fly pie. I'll look into it. I asked for a large supply before we set sail. But it's missing, and I knew we'd miss it. It's a secret ingredient for my fly pie. I'll look into it. Time to break your heart. Fishies know nothing about cooking. If I hear one more complaint... Ha 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 ha! Guess what? I don't have one. Okay, yeah, even the clownfish is clowning on you. Ha. That's it! Chef Grease starts cooking furiously. Grease is flying everywhere, splashing against the walls and the floor. Some manages to get to your eye. The disadvantage of having no eyelids. I forgot fish have no eyelids. This is my finest dish! Take it to everyone and taste it yourself! I don't think there's a need to trouble anyone else with this monstrosity. Dubious food added to inventory, unfortunately. There's no doubt in your mind that Chef Grease doesn't have the skills to pull off a salmon fillet like that. I'm sure this will be useful. Eventually. Okay. Well, at least I know you didn't do it, Chef Grease. You don't say. I should apologize to Chef Grease for suspecting him. I'm glad I got away from him. He kept following me around playing his trumpet. Quite handsome, although I heard he is ruthless. I could listen to him talk all day. Such a strong and handsome gentleman. Heh. Bozo just silly, okay. Bozo, can you tell me anything about a business contract? Clown love business. Really? They do? So long as it's a monkey business. Oh ho ho! Thank you, Bozo. That was wonderful. Anyway, it's between Solomon and someone else. Do you know who that someone might be? Haha. Business always between serious fish. in serious clothes. Not for silly clownfish in silly clothes. So you're saying I should look for a fish in serious clothes? How should Bozo know? Yeah, okay. There might be some truth to what he's saying. This guy looks like someone in serious clothes. You look like a guy in serious clothes. I'm sorry? Sorry. Just thinking out loud. Okay, lad. Did you happen to know anything about a business contract? Well, there's lots of those, lad. Between Solomon and somebody else. Not really. Signed contracts with lots of people. Any of those... Peel? Currently on the ship? I mean, they're fish, so they aren't people. But what's Peel? None that I know of, lad. Looks like I'm looking for someone in even more serious clothes. Thanks for your help, Sergeant. Hello, Mr. Shark. Hey. Would you happen to know anything about Solomon signing a business contract? Oh. His clothes are too serious to not know anything about business contracts. Hey, Chef. What? I want to apologize for suspecting you. Big deal. Should have been obvious from the start. Is there anything I can make it up to you? No. Are you sure? Yes. It's like I'm still missing a piece of the puzzle still. I should ask him about the frying pan. He might know something about it. Bozo, there's some missing ingredients in the kitchen. Do you know anything of that? Bozo might. Can you tell me about it? Bozo needs to juggle. Hehe. Mean old lady took Bozo's juggling permit. If I get your permit back, will you tell me what you know? Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. Mean old lady. Yeah, no shit. Detective. Oh. Miss Pufferfish, this might be a silly question. Do you happen to have Bozo's juggling permit? What on sea are you talking about, Detective? I think Bozo might have important information. But he won't tell me unless I get his juggling permit back. What a load of shit. I took nothing from that oaf. Well, he's a bit cooky to be sure. Did you say anything to him that might have made him think you took his permit? Well, I was walking by and he bonked me on the head with one of those balls. So I puffed up and scolded him. Told him, "Be careful, clown. Don't juggle around me." Maybe that's what he meant. That's another silly question. Would you agree to give him back his permit? Verbally, of course. Between you and me. I can't believe I had to put up with this indignity. Yeah. Yes, I agree. That's not good enough? Repeat after me. I, Mrs. Pufferfish. I, Miss Pufferfish. Hereby agree to return to Bozo. Hereby agree to return to Bozo the juggle permit I took from him. The juggle permit I took from him. Thanks, Miss Pufferfish. I might be able to close this case now thanks to you. I'm embarrassed to have done that. Please leave now. Yes, stay still! Miss Pufferfish agreed to give your permit back. Did Olivia give it back? Yeah. Bozo extends his hand outward. Seems like he's miming something. He likes you. It's like he wants you to put the privilege in his fin. You start miming. You open your trench's coat flap, pull out a piece of paper, unfold it carefully, pass it a bit as if cleaning it of dust, and you finally place it on Bozo's fin. There you go. Good as new. Thanks. Now Bozo can juggle again. Before you do, Bozo, we had a deal. Haha. Yeah, here goes. Bozo pulls out a glass jar and tosses it up in the air. You try to catch it before it breaks on the ground, but Bozo's faster than you. Too slow. He teases you for a minute straight before he finally puts it in your pocket. Okay. I'm still missing the vinegar. I'm sure a big breakthrough will happen as soon as I find that. Yep, those spices look like the spices that we're missing. You want them? No, I don't use spices in my cooking. So what do I do with these? I don't know, eat them? Fishes don't eat spices out of the bottle, Chef. I'm pretty sure normal people don't either. Okay, I don't really know what fish eat. Yes, you're cooking for fish. Yep, cooking up real authentic amphibian food, that is. Got it. Hello, Ken. Ahoy, matey. You happen to know anything about a business contract Solomon was here to sign? Nay, matey. As captain, I sworn to the privacy of my passengers. Well, Captain, this specific passenger wouldn't mind if his secrets are out. Because he's dead. Come on, Captain. There must be something I can do to make you tell me. Not right now, matey. Is there something I can offer him? I'm sure there's something I can offer him, but I'm not sure right now. That's one succulent meal. Can I have some, matey? Not yet, Captain. I have a feeling this will be useful later. Huh. Oh, okay. This might be the sort of thing he'll accept in exchange for information. Oh, okay, yeah. God is something, I don't know. Now we're talking, matey. I'm hoping you read what he said just now, cause I didn't. Fact, I can smell the alluring scent of some dubious fly pie. You're right, Captain. I got some here only for you. You hand over that. Yeah, she starts doing that. Yeah, you can feel your stomach asking you to look away. But like a submarine crash, you just can't take your eyes off of it. In about 15 seconds, the captain has eaten the whole thing. He licks his fingers in satisfaction. Ah, truly one of truly only the finest cuisine for the finest passenger. Uh-huh. Now can you help me, Captain? Ahoy, matey. I'll cooperate with the maritime law. Solomon mentioned he was here to see King Jong Shark. Aha! That fish definitely had the most serious clothes. But other than that, he didn't mention anything else? Maybe it could have something to do with that. I hope I've been of service. You have, Captain. You're welcome. And of course, if you have more delicious fly pie, come back. There's no way you're carrying more of that. Your suit will reek for years. Okay. There's no denying it this time, John. Denying what? Denying your knowing of the contract Solomon was here to sign. I spoke to the captain, and he confirmed Solomon was here to meet you. You got me. The little shit was here to sell me one of his companies. So what? That doesn't mean I did anything wrong. He's right. Knowing Solomon was here to meet with him isn't enough on its own. I need to get him to give me some more information. I need to push him and break his cold demeanor. He looks just as stone cold as ever. Yeah, why would you deny it? You know business is best kept under wraps. Even if your associate turns up in a fillet, you never know what information would be useful to your competition. So it's best to keep everything confidential. How do you mean? You remember your conversation with John about Solomon? I asked you about your relationship with Solomon. You said, and you were reserved. Far too reserved. You remember your conversation with John about the contract? I asked you about the contract. You denied it. Why would you do that? Your thoroughness paid off. By asking John about both Solomon and the contract, you have the upper hand. He looks more nervous than before. It seems to me that you're hiding something from me. A detective comes around, starts snooping around your business. A criminal would keep stone cold silence. Exactly what you did. No, exactly as you did. John Shark looks unnerved by your accusation. I'm no criminal. Watch it. There's some sweat forming in his brow. Chinook Oil, an oil company he owns. Why would you want to purchase it? That company is a competitor of my own company, Shark Oil. Buying it would make me the sole provider of oil in all of ocean seas. What are you implying? You know what I'm implying. Sharks, they're carnivorous creatures. Both in business and in alimentation. Why purchase the company when you could just get rid of its owner? Ridiculous. Someone else would have stepped up as CEO anyway. And they would have known there was a target on their back too. Meaning they'd have to offer you a better deal, or done everything you said. John looks unnerved by your accusation. That's it! He's a mess! For the first time, you see an emotion other than pride form in his face. Surprisingly, it's grief. I didn't kill him. I swear. I'll be the judge of that. Now talk! The business contract. It wasn't to purchase his company outright. I wanted to be co-owners. Purchase half of it so that we could be buddies again. What? I know I act real tough, but deep down, I miss my friend. These days, those days where we worked together, were the best days of my life. And now they're gone. I'm really sorry about your loss. However, I think I need more. I need more from you before I could rule you out as a suspect. You can find the contract somewhere in my bed. Got it. Go get it. You'll see it's exactly what I'm saying it says. Thank you, John. I'll look into it. This definitely wasn't the revelation you're hoping for, but it's a revelation nonetheless. The vinegar I was looking for. Why was it in John's bed? Doesn't matter. I have an idea. I should be able to dust these for prints. That way I can know if the same fish did all of this. I should do it for the frying pan too. I could do it pretty simply with any sort of powder, like makeup. Okay. It's a contract that states the terms of the purchase exactly as John described. I think this clears him of suspicion. Do I have to apologize to him too? Hey, Chef. What? Oh, wait, what? You're in luck. Found it. But I'm afraid I can't give it to you till the end of the case. It's a piece of evidence and it might be key to solving this whole thing. Fine. I expect it by the end of all this. I'm a toe to my word, so here's something I found. While looking for my vinegar, I came across this. It's a newspaper clipping containing a story about how Delphina's book, Recipes for Mammalians, was rejected by Solomon's publishing company. That's a huge lead, Chef. Whatever, knock yourself out. Enough to establish a strong motive. Delphina's my prime suspect now. I should dust all these for prints. All these will match? Okay. Orchalina, do you happen to have any makeup I could borrow? Yes, detective. I was so ready to make myself pretty for Solomon. Okay. I need to use your makeup to dust some objects. Could I do that? Of course, detective. Anything to help. Come to me when you need to dust any items. I need to remember to come to, yeah. Yep, Orchalina dusts the frying pan's handle carefully. Set of fine prints is revealed. Fin prints. Okay. Okay. Matches the one with the frying pan. Yep. Matches the. They're all match! They all match. There's no doubt about it. The person who killed Solomon planned it by giving the spices to Bozo and hiding the vinegar in Shark's bedroom. They tried to cover the tracks, and Delphina's my primary suspect now. I should try to get her print somehow to check against the prints on the other objects. Maybe the captain can help me. Delphina. Captain, here's what I know so far. Delphina is my primary suspect at this moment. Seems she had both the motives. Oh, yeah, both the motives. Showed the captain the newspaper clipping. And that means I dusted the murder weapon, spice, and vinegar. And all the fin prints match. Which means she planned it all in advance. And she tried to cover her tracks by hiding the spices and vinegar. I'm not sure I follow, matey. I don't know what the spice and vinegar mean to the case. No matter, Captain. All that matters is that I get her fin prints. And if I do and they match, the case will be solved. Shiver me timbers, matey. How'll you do that? I need to trick her into putting her fins on something. She's a famous celebrity. What if she's a famous celebrity? What if you ask for her autograph? Then her fin prints will be on the pen. Brilliant! Do you have a pen and paper to borrow? Sure, matey. Here you go. Okay, nice. Now to catch this murderer. Delphina, I'm such a big fan of yours. Monsieur, that's not surprising. Everyone is. Oh, she's just gonna forget the fact that he said that he doesn't know her. Yeah, Delphina's really stupid, huh? It may seem like a bad time with a murderer and such, but would you mind giving me your autograph? Oh, oui, monsieur. An autograph is always on the table. Delphina grabs the pen and paper. To whom? Oh, just write Detective Bass. Too impersonal, monsieur. Here goes. Delphina writes something on the paper and gives it back. To my favorite detective, Delphina. That's just lovely, Delphina. Thank you so much. You will definitely make this murder much happier for me. Always a pleasure to meet. Always a pleasure, monsieur. Stay a fan. Okay. How do I get you to dust these? Maybe I just press E. Okay, it's revealed, and it's just as you expected. All 4 sets of fin prints match. Gotcha! It's time to confront her. Yes. Gotcha, bitch! What do you mean, monsieur? Don't monsieur me, bitch! What's this about? Found out something very interesting. The murder weapon. This pan. You showed the frying pan to Delphina, enjoying yourself. Was found near Solomon's body. It had hints of spices and it reeked of vinegar. At first, the spices and vinegar were missing, so I looked for them. Got the spices from Bozo, who you were trying to frame. Sorry, phone. It's just something dumb. Who you're trying to frame, and found the vinegar in your neat hiding spot underneath John Shark's bed. You tried your best to hide the tracks, but you're no match for my detective skills. I dusted these prints for items, which means the suspect, you, knew what you were doing and tried to divert all attention away from yourself. Monsieur, that's a nice story. Uh-huh. But you have no evidence to say I did that. What? Don't interrupt. Fortunately, I also had some luck with the chef, who had found the newspaper clipping you must have brought on board. It stated that Solomon's publishing company has rejected a book. 101 Recipes for Mammalians by the Great Dolphina. It must have driven you furious, not getting what you wanted, so I devised a plan. Your vanity was your downfall. I made you sign an autograph for me. You never even suspected what happened, and then I dusted the pet you just held. The fin prints match the other 3 exactly. It's over. Now turn around and put your fins behind your back. Damn you, Detective Bass. The whole world was lucky that you were on this cruise. Otherwise, I would have gotten away with it. Maybe, Dolphina. But I would have caught you the minute you left the cruise. Thanks to his stellar detective work, Detective Bass solved the... Okay, yeah, you get it. Yeah, the end. I wonder if there's more of this. I like it. Anyway, and that's it for Detective Bass. Fish in fresh... Detective Bass and Fish Out of Water. Wow. You know, I don't even know how I'll come across games like these. I bet you didn't even know about this kind of game. Well, the 1 or 2 people watching this video anyway. The normal person would see this title and go, what in the goddamn, and then just move on with their life. But to those curious few who watch, and to those even fewer that actually watch the whole thing. Yeah, I did not really... Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this. Honestly, I mean... I did not really expect Dolphina to be the one. I kind of expected it to be the chef or the business partner, but I'm pretty sure the developers knew that. So they made the people like, okay, you thought it was these guys, but you are an idiot if you do. It's that girl over there. Yeah, it'd be a bit sad if it was the urchin. You know, some part of me thinks that I might have gotten the bad ending if I asked her for the fin print or the powder or whatever. But then again, she could just come up with some BS excuse, so, you know. So what do I think about this game? It's actually pretty nice. I would honestly not mind if I got more of this. Was it confusing to navigate? At first, but you'll get used to it. No, you don't really need to. If you saw me play through this game, you don't need to try it out. But if you want to try it, I'll put the link in the description below. So yeah. It's pretty nice. The characters were pretty cool, you know. We got the sergeant, we got the clown, we got the pissed off old lady, we got the pissed off actor thingy. I don't know what I don't know what Dolphina is exactly. And we got the business partner who's stone cold on the outside but is really depressed on the inside. And the love interest, of course, of the murder victim, who is a model apparently. So yeah. This game is free. It's on Newgrounds, if you're wondering. If you're wondering what I was doing on Newgrounds, I just wanted to play Flash games, okay? I don't know why, I just wanted to. And then, I don't know how I came across Newgrounds, but I did. And then I saw this, yeah, it's very weird. And this was made on Unity, by the way. To these guys, I'm very sorry. You're gonna have to start learning Godot, because of a certain CEO who coincidentally worked at EA and, screwed up the Unity engine, like the modeling as a whole. Now you gotta pay 20 cents for each download. So sorry, man. Anyway, I think I said enough about this game. I mean, if you really want to try it, if you want to beat my score, time, sure, feel free to. I mean, play it, don't play it. I mean, I'm not sure if the developers gain anything. I mean, this game's free. Who knows, maybe with enough attention we'll get a full-scale game. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Hey, with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Detective Pass in Fish Out of Water. If you have a suggestion of a game you want me to try, feel free to tell me in the comments. If you got anything to say, also tell me down there, And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Good night.